a sad day as we remember the lives and times of an outstanding leader and compatriot, Professor George Saitoti. As a personal friend to whom I entrusted one of the most crucial dockets in government, the loss of Professor George Saitoti has been a painful experience for me. I, however, take consolation that though he has sadly left us, he leaves behind a rich legacy that will serve as his footprints on the sands of time. We thank God for the time we shared with the late Saitoti and for the service he has rendered to our country. The late Saitoti was a man of special talent who excelled in the world of academia, the private sector, and politics. Indeed, the late Saitoti has been a man of immense intellectual capabilities, and many of us have always marveled at his doctoral dissertation, which focused on the mathematical function of zero. In honor of Saitoti, I urge our youth to place emphasis on the sciences, including mathematics, as these are increasingly becoming the basis of competitive advantage in modern economics and economies. As a political leader, the late Saitoti distinguished himself as a patriot who shunned controversy and who served the country in a wide range of capacities and competence. In the various capacities in which he served as political leader, the late Saitoti has distinguished himself as a performer and as an accomplished administrator and manager. Personally, I will always be thankful to Professor Saitoti for the competent and the competent manner in which he implemented the policy of free primary education that has remained very close to my heart since we introduced it 9 years ago. In an internal security docket, which has his last assignment, Professor Saitoti demonstrated a singular commitment to ensuring the security of our people at a time when country has been facing serious security challenges. I urge Kenyans to join hands in order for us to sustain the momentum he generated towards eliminating security threats against our country and people. As a politician, the late Saitoti was a sober leader who conducted himself with decorum and chose his words carefully. Let us endeavor to keep the late Professor Saitoti in the national memory by perpetuating these values he professed. May the Almighty God rest the soul of Professor George Saitoti in everlasting peace, and may his family please try as hard as you can and see that all of us are genuinely touched by what has happened. But why it has happened is no explanation. But ladies and gentlemen, we will always be ready to assist you in every way. And please feel free and at ease to approach all of us. Certainly myself, I'm ready at any time. Thank you very much indeed. And I ask the people who have been sitting around here to forgive us for taking this long, but it is rare and occasional and difficult. Professor, you are welcome. Welcome. Asante sana. Thank you very much indeed.
We thank you so much, Your Excellency, for those words of deep comfort. We propose now very quickly to move a vote of thanks. But as I had said earlier on, Your Excellency, with your very kind permission and the understanding of the Church, two people I would want to propose on behalf of all the academics, because you've seen the universities have really been part of what you're going through, to ask the Honorable Dr. Sally Kosgei for 1 minute to come and say thank you for the life of Professor George Saitoti on behalf of all our intellectuals. And I happen to know what Sally is herself going through, and also then thereafter on behalf of the Kajiado County General Nkaiseri. Tafadhali Sally, 1 minute.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Margaret, Zach, and the Saitoti family. Some of us met Saitoti, Professor Saitoti, that long time ago when we came from universities abroad to work here at home. We ended up at the same table, usually at the cafeteria at the University of Nairobi, and the exchanges, the academic exchanges, were hilarious. I think I learned more about Brazil